So you might have faced the daily struggle this morning deciding what to wear to work today. If you did, you are definitely not alone. Now there's a growing trend of wearing a work uniform. That's when someone voluntarily chooses to wear the same thing each and every day. Vladimir Duthiers looked into how simple this decision could impact the rest of your day for the better.
Can I carry you? Good breakfast?
Mornings for Renata Brigman can be hectic. Getting two kids out of bed, fed, and ready for the day leaves little time for the single mom to get herself together.
Once you're dressed, you can play. It's easy. I know exactly what I'm wearing.
2 years ago, the real estate broker decided to simplify her routine.
That is my work closet.
This is what you wear. This is like your entire wardrobe for work every single day.
Yes.
Gray blazer, white shirt, black pants, black heels, and a red belt.
Why did you decide to start doing this?
I was just exhausted every morning trying to figure out how to pull together. I started to try to find a solution.
A solution Brigman says goes unnoticed.
A great colleague of mine, he said, you know, Renata, you are the only person who knows how to wear a red belt every day with a different outfit. And I was like, yeah, but I wear the same thing every day.
She was inspired to give it a try after hearing about Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg.
I really want to clear my life to make it so that I have to make as few decisions as possible.
Other successful people are stepping into the same look every day. Former President Barack Obama, director Christopher Nolan, author Tom Wolfe, and designer Michael Kors. For some, it's about fighting decision fatigue.
But there's a
psychologist Barry
that
Schwartz
shows that when people make one decision after another, it saps their their self-discipline and self-control.
So that gives you a feeling for how far we've come.
You'd always see Steve Jobs wearing a black mock turtleneck and jeans.
You started doing this in 2011 because Steve Jobs recommended it to you and he bought you your first outfit?
Yeah, so Steve wanted things a certain way.
Thanks to his friend, CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus has been wearing the same thing for the past 7 years.
He said, David, I want you to wear the same thing every time, and I want it to be black and white. You're wearing the same thing. They'll focus on what you say much more than what you're wearing.
Do you ever get bored?
No.
In fact, far from boredom, too many options can actually produce a negative effect.
What is the paradox of choice?
The paradox of choice is simply that although choice is good, you can have too much of a good thing. When people have too many options, they're paralyzed instead of liberated. They make worse decisions. And even when they make good decisions, they're less satisfied with them.
We wanted to try it for ourselves. First, pick out the perfect outfit.
I'm going to start with the shirts. If I had to wear something every single day, I'd probably go with something plain and simple. Yeah. You don't want it to be so obtrusive that people are constantly remarking on your clothes. No, maybe. Huh? All right, got everything we need. Time to try it on. I mean, this is it.
I wore the outfit with a jacket on CBS This Morning and without on CBSN.
Day 5, Friday. I'm in the CBS This Morning newsroom. I've been here all week, been on the air all week. No one has noticed.
Actually, a few colleagues did notice, but didn't say anything to me.
Nobody even mentions it is the nice thing. And I mean, hopefully they concentrate on what we say.
When it comes to the workplace, dressing the same can feel so different.
I always felt confident and pulled together and professional. It was kind of like a complete game changer for me every single day. It was like this amazing thing.
And with us is our own Vladimir Duthiers, who tried this trend out for himself, as you just saw in that piece. First of all, you looked great. Oh. All right. I like the shirt you're wearing now as well.
Thank you.
But no one notices, and that's what's fascinating. Did that surprise you? Because you did take a lot of effort to pick the right outfit, right?
I was very surprised that nobody noticed it. I was surprised. Look, as you point out, in the piece I said to myself, well, if I wear a shirt like this, if I wore this shirt every day, you would definitely say, Vlad, I mean, maybe time to take that shirt to the cleaners. Right. But I think a pale blue shirt, which is sort of generic, or a white shirt, which is very generic, just doesn't strike people as something that would be altogether something they would focus on if they were talking to you.
Right.
So that was, I think, really fascinating.
You know, and talk about fascinating. This, if your closet looks like this, there's just way too many choices
Right.
in that closet. And the point that you made in your piece is that it really saps self-discipline and self-control. How come? Why is that?
I think that all the thought leaders have said that it makes it much more difficult to have to choose something as important as what you wear, because it is your calling card. When you appear in front of somebody, they first sort of size you up and they look you over. Having to make that decision every day saps the will to make other decisions later on in the day. Doesn't mean that you can't make those decisions. It's just one extra thing that you just don't have to worry about.
It's almost the difference between picking an outfit out at night and then saving it for the morning when you're rushed, you're stressed,
Right.
this doesn't work, this looks good, this doesn't look good.
Right.
It is easier, it seems, to do it with something that is much more in the neutral category. Like, I could not wear this dress for multiple reasons 5 days in a row with nobody noticing.
Yeah, and you know, our producer, Kira Cleveland, who did an excellent job on this story, struggled to find women. Originally, when we started talking about doing this story, we were really concerned that we would probably find a lot of men. As you saw, Barack Obama and Michael Kors and others, we wouldn't find a lot of women doing that, and we did, and there are women that actually do this, and Renata was a perfect candidate because she agreed with all of the research on this that the reason that she was doing it is because of decision fatigue. And people have said to me, oh, could you do this on the air? I think women have it much harder on the air because women are either criticized or lauded for their design, their style choices on TV. Even if you wear a different earring that somebody doesn't like, people will say, you know, Deb, I didn't really like that style of earring that you wore. You should go back to whatever. Men don't have that same problem. But in my personal life, I think we have a picture of, I have a uniform, it's not a work uniform, but my personal uniform in my personal life. This is a picture of my closet, and you could see that when I'm not at work, I basically just wear a black t-shirt and jeans and boots every single day. And I have, like, as my girlfriend pointed, she took this picture of me going through them. This is after I did the Marie Kondo thing. She was like, you still have 300 black t-shirts.
Right. Exactly. Though I'm very impressed that they're actually all hung up about that.
Everybody focuses on that. It's funny.
Exactly. So it's interesting because off hours I do have a uniform because it is too much energy.
What's your uniform?
It's usually black pants and then just a very simple basic top, right? And a little edgy. But pretty much the same.
Right.
During the day, it's much more difficult because you're walking into a meeting, and even if I were to wear the same thing, people would comment on my hair. Does it look good today? Does it look bad today? What's the makeup looking like? So do you think that there's an edge? I mean, did it free you personally to wear the same thing, to not have to worry about it? What did you save?
I feel like in both instances, the week that I wore the same thing every day and when I'm not working, the ability to just go into your closet and say, I'm going to wear the same thing and not worry about it. And I've started to do it even in, like, not just like around the city. I do it to, like, functions. Like, I went to a thing that, you know, that I was expected to attend, and I just wore my black t-shirt and a jacket over it. But it's just easy. You just go in there. I don't have to worry. I don't think what's everybody going to be wearing. Like, I don't suit and tie, just this look, and I'm done. You know, and it just makes life just better.
Do you ever struggle with the 300 black t-shirts?
You know, well, they all of them have different, like, logos on them. Like, a lot of, like, rock t-shirts, like The Doors or Led Zeppelin. So one day I'm feeling Led Zeppelin, and even that is a struggle. Some days I'm like, I don't actually feel like a Doors t-shirt kind of a day.
It's still there. Oh my God. All right. Very impressed about that closet. Vlad Duthiers, thank you. As always, great reporting.